Om. Om. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody and welcome to today's class. Many of us celebrated, most of us, our Chinmay mission celebrated Ekadashi and Geeta Jayanti yesterday. Some places it's being celebrated today also. So a wonderful auspicious occasion. Pranams to Swamiji that we are getting an opportunity to listen Bhagavad Gita live from Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. Please take over the class. Bhavna, please put the spotlight and pin the video.
ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। So we have been talking about the paths of jivas. So then Bhagavan Krishna, because he was also telling that what time, if you leave the body, you will reach where, what is the gati, etc. Right? Shukla gati. And then this name, now in the next verse, 26th verse, Bhagavan name. Now so far the marga, Uttara marga, Uttarayana marga, Dakshinayana marga. So those who die in Uttarayana, then Shukla Paksha or the Ahaha day or Dakshinayana Krishna Paksha night, what is their gati we saw. Now in this, there are so many doubts will be there that we will clarify now in this verse now. General doubts will come up. So now let us start this class now. 26th verse we will chant first. Shukla Krishne gati hyete
Shukla Krishne Gati Hyete
Jagata Shashvate Mate
Jagata Shashvate Mate
Ekaya Yatyana
Ekaya Yatyana Vrittim
Anyaya Vartate Punaha
Anyaya Vartate Punaha
Shukla Krishne Gati Hyete Jagata Shashvate Mate Ekayatyana Vrittim Anyaya Vartate Punaha. Now, these two paths, Shukla and Krishna Gati paths. Shukla Gati, and now the names are given. First time, the name. Earlier, it was said only as Marga. Marga. Uttarayana Marga, Dakshinayana Marga. The presiding devatas are talked about. Ahar Devata, Shukla Paksha Devata, Uttarayana Devata, Dakshinayana Devata, Krishna Paksha Devata, Ratri Devata. Devatas are talked about. We saw in the previous verses. Now he is giving the names of these two paths. What are they? Shukla Gati, Krishna Yete. These two paths are known as Shukla Gati and Krishna Gati. Otherwise called as what? Shukla Marga and Krishna Marga, or Devayana Marga or Pitruyanam. Pitruyanam, Devayanam. These are the technical terms. Now, here he says these two, Shukla and Krishna Gati hi ete Jagataha Shashvate Mate. These two margas, paths, are created when at the beginning of the creation of the universe itself. In the beginning of the first, when universe is created, along with the universe, that at that time itself, these two paths are created. And many other things have come up at the time of creation. Pairs of opposites have come up at the time of creation only. Two paths also have come up at the time of creation only. Not that in this between, to sort out, to manage, these two paths are introduced in between the creation, during the creation, somewhere in between. No. Shashvate mate. Okay. Now, so what is that? What are these two eternal paths? Along with the creation, they are brought out. Very important part. Now, in these two paths, one is Ekaya Yati Anavrittim. By following one path, there is no return, no return. So, by following Shukla Gati, what will happen? They will not any return to this. Shukla Gati follow means what? They get Krama Mukti. Remember, Krama Mukti. Like it's like when we go to different countries sometimes, not a direct flight, then we take Frankfurt, change in Qatar, or some Qatar Airways, you go somewhere and then change the flight, or Frankfurt Airport, or London, Heathrow Airport, somewhere you go, change the flight, one hop, it's called transit point, Brahmaloka. So they go to Brahmaloka, transit point. From there, they attend Brahmaji's satsangs every day. And then from there, they get mukti. That is one path. Now, second path is what? Krishnayana Marga. Krishna Marga or Krishna Gati or Pitruyana Marga. Pitruyana Marga, Krishna Gati means what? Anywhere you go, which will bring you back to earth is called Krishna Gati only. So you go to Swarga, also Krishna Gati only. Swargaloka you go. But you are bound to come back. So this earthly plane is center. It's something like, you are tied to earth, but you are allowed to visit and come back again. You cannot leave this place. That is a staha is the word used. Gruhastaha. Gruhastaha, one who is tied to gruham. Staha. Seated in gruham, tied to gruham. But he can travel anywhere, but he has to come back to the gruham only. Or like, center. My center is Noida. I can travel anywhere. But I will come back to Noida again in between. Then again I can travel, but come back to Noida is unavoidable. As long as I am here, posted here. Think. So, For all jivas, earth is a place where we belong to. So wherever we go, from where from there the returnable path, returnable locations, if we go, we have to come back again. And this we have been doing it. We have been doing it. Definitely, we would have enjoyed heaven for some time. We would have already gone through hell also. We may have gone to different lokas, not Brahmaloka. In Brahmaloka also, there are some cases where they come back, not tying themselves to the plane of matter and ignorance, but they come as a representative of Bhagavan to do some work and they go back. Avatara concept is different. But otherwise, everybody tied to earth only. So, Anyaya, other path, Krishna Gatayaha. What is it? Avrittim. One is Anavrittim and Ekaya Yati Anavrittim. Suklagati will take you the path of no return because that will take you to Brahmaloka. Any other way you go to Gandhara Loka, Swarga Loka, you go Kimpurusha, Kinnera Loka, or any Loka you go, we have to come back from there because earth, we are bound, we are tied to earth. Earth will again draw us back. Okay, you enjoyed your holidays. Now come back. You have a lot of work to do. Your assignments are here. Your karma is rooted here. So you are bound to earthly plane. So we have to come back again and again and again to the earthly plane. Temporarily, I may visit, but I have to come back. Think. So, now remember, those who have done upasana, saguna upasana, with nishkama bhavana, they don't want anything in the lower three worlds, they go to Brahmaloka. But others also, they have done noble karmas. They have not done upasana, but they have done very noble karmas. They lived a noble life on earth. They earned lot of punya, but they go to Swargaloka. But that also is returnable. That also comes under Pitruyanam only, Krishna Gati only. Now, the confusion is, in the previous verses, when Bhagavan said the time of death determines your travel to which loka. Very important. So it appears as though the time of death will determine our direction of travel. As though. So therefore now the contradictions can come. Because Kala is the word used in the previous word. Kale. So in Brahma Sutra, this analysis has come very elaborately. The question is, there it was discussed very at length with a lot of arguments and all that. Ultimately, it was concluded that the time of death does not determine the direction of the journey. The time. Well, what time? For example, so you see, it said Uttarayana, who dies, they go to Swarga. So many contradictions are there. Suppose somebody dies in Krishna Paksha Uttarayana, dark fortnight, but in northern solstice side of 6 months Uttarayana Kala, where will he go? Or it is said that one who dies in Ahaha or Shukla Paksha, he will go to heaven, Urdhalokas. But then somebody died in Dakshinayana Shukla Paksha, where will he go? Therefore, it is not the time which determines the journey, it is the quality of life that we live that determines the journey after death. Whether we die in Dakshinayana, whether we die in Uttarayana Punyakala, whether we die in night, daytime, or any time. Think. So in 24th verse, they're all mentioned, no? Uttarayanam, Shukla Paksha, daytime are mentioned. Ahaha, Shukla Paksha, Devatas, when you do that, at that time you die. No, that means what? These are all the indicative meanings. We should take it actually not literally that time of death. Because literally, a criminal can die in Uttarayana Punyakala. Then what will happen? There is no order. There will be chaos in the world. Therefore, Shukla Paksha Ratri, Shukla Paksha, what is that? In Shukla Paksha also Ratri will come. So Krishna Paksha, Ahaha. Dark fortnight, daytime. Or in bright full moon, that bright fortnight, night. Where will you, the contradictions, where will they go? When death takes place at that time. No, because he died in Shuklagati, Shukla Paksha, will he go to heaven? Or because he died in the night, will he go to hell? Or the, what do you call, the path of return? Think. So time cannot be the factor here. Quality of life is very important. Quality of life. Quality of life determines our exit. That is more important. It doesn't matter when we leave the body. So this point we have to understand very clearly. Not that because of somebody died in this way, somebody died that way, that time. It doesn't happen like that. You cannot cheat Bhagavan. But these two paths are there. One, the path of return. Other is path of no return. No return with a single stop. So path of no return are upasakas. Great upasakas. With Nishkam Bhavana, they don't have any desire to enjoy in this earthly plane. Have desire for progeny, putreshana, vitteshana, lokeshana. All the desires are classified into under three columns. Putreshana, vitteshana, lokeshana. Desire for progeny, putreshana, vitteshana, desire for wealth, includes prosperity, property, money, everything. Lokeshana, name and fame. So I should have my own family, my children, my wife or husband, my beautiful family. I must be having. I enjoy my life, number one. Putreshana. I must have a lot of money, comfort, own house, couple of cars, drivers, workers. No debts to be. So, Vitteshana. Paisa. Okay, but these two, are you happy? No, I should be well known. Location. With these three desires, whatever you do to achieve these three, you may do a lot of rituals. They're called karma kanda. Karma you do, not upasana, karma, with a specific desire for the fruit. We go to different lokas because the punya we have gained, and we come back, and again we like to take birth in such families so that we can pursue again our karma kanda, again go back. It's enjoy. Like we said, earn money. We say, earn money, save it, go and enjoy 5 days. 2 days enjoy Saturday, Sunday, come back, 5 days work, 2 days off, 5 days work, 2 days off. That's what we do. So death is anytime anybody can die. Vedanta says that let the body fall in any way. How does it matter? I am not the body. That's how we have to see this actual verse in this light. Okay? I think this is enough for this. So now, 27th verse. Naite Shruti Partha Janan
Naite Sruti Partha Janan
Yogi Muhyati Kaschana
Yogi Muhyati Kaschana
Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu
Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu
Yoga Yukto Bhavarjuna
Yoga Yukto Bhavarjuna
Naite Shruti Partha Janan Yogi Muhyati Kaschana Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Hey Partha. Yete Shruti, these two paths. Shruti means paths. Ete Shruti, Janan, having known, knowing which, knowing these two paths, having known, Ete, e Partha, Ete Shruti, Janan, having known these two paths. Now I know, okay, this knowing means what? A clear-cut knowing, not, an information. I'm convinced. These two paths I know. I see it intellectually, comprehending it. मेरे सामने दिख रहा है these two paths, etc. Like, long back, I took some known patient, when I was 35 years back. So I took him, and then I knew the doctor there, the radiologist, cancer, long back, that maybe three more than 3 decades. He was so radiology was there, so he was to be treated. So I knew the doctor. So anyway, he went for treatment. So doctor sitting in chamber. So he was telling me. He said, every cancer, we foresee. Foresee what? Not before cancer. The moment the cancer patient, so they see the stages, how he will pass through and die. ये होगा. उसके बाद he was suffering from throat cancer. So he gave radiation. फिर बाद में Swami ji, at that time I'm not a Swami. He said, sir, after 4, 5 months, 6 months, this one, what do you call, he cannot eat food slowly. Swallowing power will reduce. There will maybe lump may grow again, and then he cannot completely. Then pipe has to be inserted for food directly to stomach. Then he cannot digest properly, and this pain will increase. And that everything he described to me, and exactly happened to the same patient like that, and he died. So they see how the body goes and what will be the effect of it. That the path they see, the path, the scale. Think. Because they are doctors, they know, they have seen. Think. So now, when you really see, suppose a doctor sees the effect of the path, the what do you call, track of a drug addict, alcohol addict or smoking person, chain smoker. A doctor knows, but he himself smokes. That means what? He doesn't know. If he really knows, he will not follow. He will not drink. So that knowing means what? Knowing is associated, attached with transformation. Then only I know. I know, meaning I've transformed. Got the point? Not otherwise information. I know that, but I can't stop it. Then that is not completely knowing. It is only an information we got it. Not as it's not a transformative knowledge. That knowledge is not translated into wisdom. Here, Bhagavan Krishna says, yogi janan, having known. Having known means what? As I know explained. He knew, okay, now this is Shastra speaks about it, Guru also spoke about it, I also thought about it, and I can see it clearly, comprehending it intellectually. I can see these two paths of the gati of the various jivas, even in this life also. So very clearly I see people work hard, enjoy, come back again then again money earned, spent, come back to original state. Every month is happening. And so many retired people also, to maintain their status, to maintain their income. But why the pension you are getting? No, that is not enough. But you have saved a lot of money also, but that's not enough. Why? I need a lot of money because I have been addicted or used to having 3, 4 workers in the house, and then a car and this and that I have to maintain. All through my company or government has been giving me and that money, so I can't go back to the normal life. I have to put continuously this effort. So this is how the life is going on. Same thing happens with the Jiva also. Life after life, he puts his best efforts only to enjoy certain various privileges in different lokas, come back again enjoy, again put work, hard work and earn merit, go back. This is it. This is become addiction. A drunkard laborer. He goes and works day to day, but then he earns money for half for drinking, maybe more than for 90% rupees for drinking, 10 rupees for house. But he earns more and he does work hard. So all such their wives say, Swamiji, बहुत कमाता है, बहुत पी लेता है. Addiction. So that kamana is only for pina. Similarly, earning merit is only for bhoga and again come back. This is a ridiculous lifestyle actually if we think from the portals of wisdom. From the balcony of wisdom, if you see, all this is all ridiculous. Utter waste of time. So this yogi knew these two paths. Janan na mukhyati kaschana. See, na mukhyati kaschana. Ete e partha sruti yogi janan na mukhyati kaschana. He will never ever again get deluded by this. He will not be confused. Mukhyati means, moha means confusion. He will not get confused. So I know, oh, this is the karma kanda path. This is the result. This is the experience. But this is the upasana, karma upasana. So between karma and upasana, what I will vote for intelligent person, I will vote for upasana. Why? Why should I do karma? Again, come back again, put efforts, enjoy, then come back again, exhaust the fruit, again come back. This is the ritual, very, very, very tiresome exercise. So yogi sees it. No, I don't want all these things. Enough. Enough means enough. I give up all the efforts. Unnecessary karma I give up. Then I focus more on upasana. I become upasaka. So that confusion is solved for me. Suppose, because karma is in lowermost. Compared to karma, upasana is higher. But compared to jnana, upasana is very lower. But it's better than karma. At least I'm going up to Brahmaloka. So in 8th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna never spoke about jnana. Bhagavan spoke about kramamukti only or path of return. These two only spoke about it. Here yogi means what? Upasaka. Upasaka. Therefore, he says, Bhagavan Krishna says, na ete sruti partha janan yogi mukhyati kaschana. He will never ever get again deluded. Having known these two paths very clearly, tasmat, therefore, sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Therefore, you always do this upasana only. Upasana means Ishvara Smaranam, Ishvara Chintanam. So, I wanted to Ishvara Chintanam, Ishvara Smaranam, then I go to Brahmaloka. There I can, from there, I will be liberated. I will know who I am really. All the walls of my personality will be dropped. All these, the layers that I have been, thick layers that I have been collecting dust and garbage over my own different layers of koshas or pranamaya, annamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, anandamaya koshas. They have become thick now, very thick. Now I started now non-participation in all these things, in unnecessary worldly affairs with ego and egocentric desires. Therefore, the thick wheels have started becoming thinning. A thinning process has started, and then there comes a time where they become so thin that I can really drop them with my only thought. and understand, because when it becomes extremely thin, all these layers, the wisdom started peeping into it, oozing into me, into my heart, and that wisdom started giving me clarity and transforming me and inspiring me to live a greater life of pursuing a greater goal, of permanent goal, not get bogged down by all these worldly affairs. I may participate in this world, but not, I am not so much commitment attached to these worldly things. I do my duties with a completely detached form, non-attached to anything, but my goal is something higher. But I became upasaka, therefore, and that being upasana, I meditate, I worship the Lord. Thus, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, all the time, my single point agenda is realization, or to that higher prapti, Ishvara prapti. That is my goal. That's it. That can never be forgotten. That can never be forgotten. A man on the mission, he will never forget the mission. A man who is journeying in a train, he will never forget where to get down. He may talk, he may quarrel, he may purchase something, he may starve, he may dance, he may listen to music, he may sleep, he may not sleep, he may read the book, he may engage in discussion with other people. What all he can do in a beautiful train, you can do long journey. But that person, even in the night, if TT comes and wakes him up that where are you going, he will tell immediately without any hesitation, my destination is this. And my right time is tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. I hope it's running on time, sir. 2 o'clock he was woken up. He clicked, tuck, he gave answer. So during the train journey, he may have the intermediary goals. Next station may kharid lenge, next station pani le lenge, yeah, otherwise I can do this. What all you can plan. But the goal, the destination is not forgotten. That is called yogi lakshanam. Upasaka lakshanam is he will never forget the goal, the Lord, Ishvara. Saguna Brahma. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भव. योगयुक्तः, yoked, be steady, get hooked to yoga abhyasa. Get hooked to yoga abhyasa. Therefore, nishkama papa, the what you call punya acharanam, nishkama punya do, but nishkama punya acharanam will take us to higher lokas, and sakama punya acharanam will take us to path of return, sargaloka or samaloka. I'll go enjoy and come back again. And kevala papa charanam, without punya, will take us to hadogati only. We suffer in lower yonis again. There's a provision given in the nature. In case somebody wants to get back again, because of certain compulsions, certain deep-rooted vasanas, they can go back, exhaust those vasanas, and again come back to human life. So in animal kingdom, we see two types of animals who have been evolving from amoeba, when unicellular organism, and they came up to animal kingdom. And in animal kingdom, sometimes we see that avatar purushas, those who have descended from human being, and their behavior is slightly different from the other wild animals or other the animals. They just went back to animal kingdom for some kind of exhaustion, for some papa, for some time they had to go back. But we see many stories in the Puranas. They come back again. So similarly, we go to higher lokas, enjoy, come back again. The provision is to be kept. And Papa Charanam, the provision is kept to go back again to lower yonis, come back to human life again. So this is actually, if you meditate, it's like, I'm just giving an example for us to see. So many innumerable jivas are there. We'll take only human beings for the time. We cannot too much otherwise. Animals and then plants, too much ho jayega. Only human beings you take. That too only on planet you take. Earth, physically planet. There are about 8 billion people are there on Earth. Okay. Now see, 8 billion people on earth right now. Say, for example, even half of the globe is under night. So at least, not all fellows sleep. Okay, even out of 8 billion, say 6 billion or 5 billion are awake. Just for example. In 5 billion hands, mouths, legs are moving. They are doing different functions. Somebody journeying in flight, train, car, cycle. So many varieties of functions are going on. In this entire cosmic karma gati, which is happening, I should not get lost in that. The too complex a picture. So there are so many people going and coming and going and coming. And in this great, great cosmic plan, my goal should be something higher and nobler. So I don't want to go, these are all jivas like coming and coming and going and coming and movement, moving. I want to come out of this entire zone of this confused zone of gamana, agamana, agamanam, gata, gate, gatau, meaning going and coming. This is the entire business. I want to stop this. I don't want to be a participant of this. I wanted to liberate from this zone and at least, experience what is the real meaning of rest. For that, I choose upasana, not karma. So therefore, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yuktaha. Always remember your own. Be steadfast in yoga. Hold on to that yoga. Dedicated to the yoga. Living for yoga abhyas. We may do exhaust some asanas in between, etc., etc. But the purpose is self-realization, enlightenment, or going to higher lokas to give krama mukti, upasana, Ishvara smaranam, Ishvara chintanam. And jnana is superior to upasana also. And this particular state, what we are referring to, this one, higher than everything. Thus, in the last verse, Bhagavan says, Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva.
Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva.
Daneshu yat punya palam pradishtam.
Daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam.
Atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva.
Atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva.
Yogi param sthanamupaiti chadyam.
Yogi param sthanamupaiti chadhyam.
Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva daneshu yat punyapalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanamupaiti chadyam. Now, Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva yat punyam pradishtam punyapalam pradishtam. Now, in all sacrifice rituals, Veda means Karmakanda, Yajna, in all Vedas, in all Yajnas, in all penances, various types of penances, in all charities, Dana, whatever Punya Phalam is promised, Pratishtitam, declared, promised, Pratishtitam, told, that Punya Phalam Pratishtitam. This is some Punya, tremendous Punya is there. But all these punyas, if we do with all the karma kanda, because karma means karta is there. So karta is there, karma is there. There should be karta. For upasana also karta is there. But only nishkama karma it does. Upasana also manasam karma. But it is upasana. That upasana is manasam karma. It is nishkama. Therefore he goes to higher lokas. But here the karma, sakama, with the desire to enjoy the fruits. But whatever punya phalam is, he enjoys merit. In exchange of that punya, he gets sukham in higher worlds. He has to exchange, entry ticket. First pay, earn, then enter. Advance booking. First pay, earn merit. Then you go and enjoy. The punya merit is there. Whatever is established, this tat atyete tat sarvamidam viditva. And this yogi knows whatever the promise in all these things, Veda means here study of Vedas. Yajna means study of Veda means Vedeshu, study of Adhyanam, Yajna karmas, and also various charities, etc., etc. This yogi, he knows, having known that and practice this yogi, what does he do? This yogi beyond goes all punya phalam. That's idam viditva, having known all these things, what has been told very beautifully. Having known means what? These two paths. Very clearly. Atyeti. He chooses wisely upasana over karma. If the jnanam is presented on table, jnanam is not there on table now to choose. Jnanam was talked about in 7th chapter, and afterwards also we will talk in 9th chapter also, Supreme Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Yogam, which we'll study later on. But in 8th chapter only, karma and upasana are talked about. Path of return, path of no return. So between karma and upasana, I am a wise person, intelligent seeker I am, yogi, I choose upasana over karma. So karma is path of return, upasana is no return. One halt, go and realize the truth. No problem. So this yogi viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti. Here sthanam means the lokam, higher state he will achieve. That is the goal. Therefore, evam viditva. So this is how the 8th chapter spoke about different paths, different phalams, and what are the results. Natija क्या होता है उनका? ये सब भगवान हम सबको समझा दिया है. So I conclude here our 8th chapter, and from next Saturday onwards we will begin 9th chapter, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Akshara Parabrahma Yogo Nama Ashtamodhyayaha Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyah Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. Harihi Om. Akshara Parabrahma ne Akshara Brahma. Akshara Brahma Yogo Nama. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sat Gurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Just one small announcement before people start leaving. Just I'll take 2 minutes. We have a tradition of celebrating Chinmaya Family Day first Sunday of every year. This year on 7th of January, we will be celebrating Chinmaya Family Day, which is an occasion for the whole family to get together. There are functions, programs, and talk by Swamiji. It's a morning around 10 o'clock till lunch, and it ends with lunch, and the announcements will be made in the group. So all of you who are in and around NCR Noida, please make it a point to join us there. See you all. Hari Om. We'll meet again. Those who are attending Vedanta class, we continue tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hari Om Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Bhavana, we can close the session, please.